Hello everyone, welcome to my online prep. Here's another class of a revision series for CAIIB exam 2023. This series is for advanced bank management paper and we are discussing today the chapter 15 from module B, that is conflict management and negotiation. The topics under this chapter are conflict, its concept and definition, the characteristics of conflict, various types of conflicts and the reasons, the different phases of conflict, how conflict resolution works, the conflict management techniques, as well as negotiation skills that are required for resolution of conflicts. So we'll be discussing the MCQs that are crucial from the exam point of view. Alongside, we'll discuss the concepts related to it. This video, as well as the videos for different chapters, they are being uploaded on the YouTube channel of My Online Prep. Subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any video. These videos are very important for your revision. So now let us see what's our first question for today's session. The first question is, what is the recommended approach for handling conflicts at workplace? We have studied that conflicts are natural. जहाँ भी human beings involved होंगे वहाँ पे conflict होना जरूरी है. Conflicts because people they have different opinions, values and perceptions. So conflicts are very natural to arise. Now conflict management is important if a workplace or an organization wants to work peacefully and efficiently. अब इसके लिए जो सबसे ज्यादा रिकमेंडेड अप्रोच है वो क्या है? गिवन ऑप्शंस आर shouting and arguing to express one's opinions forcefully, ignoring conflicts and focusing on individual tasks, respecting others' opinions and finding solutions through discussion, or relocating employees to different jobs to physically separate them. Now these techniques, अगर हम किसी से अपने conflict को resolute करने के लिए उस पे चिल्लाएंगे या उससे हम लोग shouting करेंगे, we'll argue with them, so this will actually lead to aggravation of conflicts. It will not lead to solution, but rather it will actually aggravate the situation. Then ignoring the conflict and focusing on individual tasks, it will only lead to build up. The build up that would result in different scenarios. हम हो सकता है कहीं और जाके अपने conflict को express करें. Respecting others' opinions and finding solutions through discussion. Now this is the most recommended approach, because when we are acting with empathy, we know that we have to cooperate with others, so we need to have listening skills. We should listen and then respond. We should respect others' opinions. We should respect the fact that other people might have different opinions from us, and then we should through discussions try to find out solutions. Now relocating employees to different jobs to physically separate them, ये एक बहुत extreme condition है, extreme solution है. यहाँ पे हो सकता है कि कोई जॉब सूट नहीं करती उनके स्किल्स को, तो सेपरेट करना उतना आसान नहीं हो सकता है. नाउ डिस्कशन, हाउ इट इज हेल्पफुल? इट encourages sitting with the conflicting parties. The conflicting parties, they sit together in a peaceful environment which is conducive for discussion, and then they talk through so that they can find peaceful solutions rather than arguing. The whole text or the whole chapter, it emphasizes adopting a middle path approach, a middle path approach and maintaining a calm and respectful atmosphere. ऐसा solution जो दोनों ही parties को satisfy करे, that is known as the middle path. So the correct or recommended approach for handling conflicts is to respect others' opinions and find solutions through discussion. So C is the right answer. Next. The question is, which of the following is not a characteristic of conflict according to Hawker and Wilmot? तो यहाँ पे पहले तो Hawker and Wilmot specifically इनके according पूछा गया है. दूसरा पूछा गया है not a characteristic. So it is important to read the question very carefully. Given statements are conflict is universal, conflict involves opposition, conflict is associated with incompatible goals, or conflict is always resolved. So there are certain characteristics that were given by Hawker and Wilmot in 1991, and these characteristics are reflective or indicators of the conflict. So accordingly, they said conflict is universal. Yes, it is right. Conflict involves opposition. That's also right. Conflict is associated with incompatible goals. ये भी ठीक है. But conflict is always resolved. This is not right. According to them, conflict is not always resolved. So यहाँ पे गलत क्या हुआ? Only 4. B is the right answer. उनके अकॉर्डिंग बाकी सारे क्या थे? इसके अलावा जो उन्होंने दिया था, they also said कि conflict might arise because of scarce resources. When the resources are not adequate to fulfill all the needs, then there is conflict. ऑल्सो इंटरफेरेंस, अगर कोई एक पार्टी दूसरे पार्टी के काम में इंटरफेयर कर रही है तो कंफ्लिक्ट हो सकता है. दे आर ऑलवेज नॉट अ साइन ऑफ अ पुअर रिलेशनशिप. जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर कंफ्लिक्ट हो तो रिलेशनशिप पुअर हो दोनों पार्टीज के बीच में. टेम्पररी कंफ्लिक्ट भी हो सकता है. एंड देन कंफ्लिक्ट्स कैन नॉट बी अवॉइडेड. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू ऑलवेज अवॉइड conflicts. Natural हैं, यूनिवर्सल हैं, एंड दे कैन नॉट ऑलवेज बी रिजॉल्व. नॉट रिजॉल्व हमेशा सोल्यूशन जरूरी नहीं है. एंड देन इट इज नॉट ऑलवेज बैड. कई बार conflicts they result in better understanding, better coordination among the different parties. So these are the characteristics that are given by Hawker and Wilmot, and the right answer is only 4, that is B. Conflict is always resolved. This is not a characteristic of conflict. Next. The next question is, why is it essential to address conflicts in a healthy way? Now this is related to the management of conflict, that involves reducing the occurrence of conflict, how we can reduce conflicts in a organization. So the given statements are: to establish dominance and controls over others, to avoid any form of discomfort or disagreement, to foster mutual understanding and growth, or to assert personal opinions and beliefs. Now, managing conflicts in a healthy manner, इससे क्या होता है? It will actually lead to fostering of mutual understanding as well as growth. So only 3. We do not want to establish our dominance and control over others. This would lead to even more conflicts. This would lead to people believing that we are just exercising our control and we are not listening to their opinions. Second, to avoid any form of discomfort or disagreement. कंफ्लिक्ट को डील करने में जब नेगोशिएशन होते हैं, डिस्कशंस होते हैं, तो डिस्कम्फर्ट होना नेचुरल है. सो वी कैन नॉट रियली अवॉइड एनी फॉर्म ऑफ डिस्कम्फर्ट. एंड देन टू एसर्ट पर्सनल ओपिनियंस एंड बिलीव्स, वी डू नॉट वांट टू डू दैट, अदरवाइज इट विल लीड टू इंटरफेरेंस as well as opposition from different parties. So personal opinions and beliefs assert करना, that is not right. We could discuss in a healthy manner. Now conflict management के अंदर कुछ techniques आती हैं, या किस तरीके से organizations conflict management में involve हो सकते हैं. They can conduct regular review of the working of different employees. They can establish rapport with the workers and build a healthy relationship with all the subordinates. They can also conduct training that will lead to sensitization, mutual development procedures, and so on. So basically, this is related to dealing with conflicts in a healthy way that leads to fostering of mutual understanding and growth. So the right answer is B, only 3. Moving on. The next question is, what type of conflict occurs when one person seeks a solution selfishly without considering the other person? So यहाँ पे types of conflicts topic से ये questions है, types of conflict, and the options are ego driven conflict, trivial conflict, misunderstanding conflict और stress induced conflict. अगर हम लोग conflicts को divide करना चाहें, so there are basically 3 types: task oriented, रिलेशनशिप ओरिएंटेड एज वेल एज वैल्यू ओरिएंटेड. अब इसके अंदर इंटरपर्सनल इंट्रापर्सनल कंफ्लिक्ट आते हैं. देयर आर वेरियस अप्रोचेस, बट हियर इट हैज बीन आस्क्ड वेयर वन पर्सन सीक सोल्यूशन selfishly without considering the other person. So this reflects a ego driven conflict. ईगो, जब इंसान अपने ईगो के अकॉर्डिंग वर्क करता है, वो सेल्फिश नीड्स पे वर्क करता है. सो हेयर conflict can be motivated by ego where the solutions are sought selfishly without regard for the other person. This leads to a win or lose situation. A win or lose situation. So यहाँ पे selfishly वो act कर रहा है. अगर कोई ऐसा senior manager है, उसके decisions बाकी सारे subordinates को लगता है कि वो गलत है, वो उसके नोटिस में भी लाते हैं, बट वो सीनियर मैनेजर इसको अपने ईगो पे ले लेता है, अपने रिस्पेक्ट पे ले लेता है, तो वो उसकी बात को, अपने सबॉर्डिनेट्स की बात को नहीं सुनेगा और वो सेल्फिशली डिसीजंस लेता रहेगा. सो दिस इज एक्चुअली ईगो ड्रिवन conflict. So A is the right answer to this question. The question says, which type of conflict involves conflicting motivations to approach and avoid the same goal? So this question is from the topic reasons of conflict, and this reason is the goal conflict. The goal conflict. Goal conflict happens when an individual is setting a goal that has both positive and negative features. and two or more competing goals, if positive, negative, competing goals are set by the individual, then it leads to the goal conflict. It is more complex. This type of conflict, it is more complex than what can result from frustration. And goal conflict, it occurs when the attainment of one goal excludes the possibility of attaining other. If we are pursuing one goal, it means that the different goal or the second goal that we have set, it would be difficult to achieve that. Now the options are approach conflict, approach avoidance conflict, or avoidance conflict. The right answer, where the motivations to approach and avoid the same goal both are present, it is approach avoidance conflict, that is B. Here, when we are talking about the approach conflict, the individual is motivated to approach two or more positive goals. Both the goals are positive. In case of approach avoidance, the individual is motivated to approach as well as the same time they want to avoid it. That is, they want to approach it and avoid it. यहाँ पे positive और negative दोनों होते हैं. So both positive and negative characteristics, and avoidance when the individual is motivated to avoid two or more negative but mutually exclusive goals. So यहाँ पे दोनों negative goals होते हैं. So this is the goal conflict, and a right answer here is B, that is approach avoidance conflict. Now, before we move on to the next question, here's an important information for you. You can get free mock tests as well as free videos on the My Online Prep app. You can download this app from Google Play and you can avail these services. जितने ज़्यादा आप मॉक टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना बेटर होगा आपके रिवीजन के लिए. आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स उतने ज़्यादा बेटर तरीके से क्लियर हो सकते हैं. ऑल्सो फ्री वीडियोस, इट विल हेल्प यू रिवाइज योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स वेरी एफिशिएंटली. So practice these mock tests, see those videos that are available, also the YouTube videos that are being uploaded. This is so that you can score 60 plus marks in your exam and qualify it in this attempt itself. So download the app and utilize this facility. Now let's move on to the next question. The question is, what is the main characteristic of the triggering phase in the development of conflicts? So we have studied that there are 5 phases under a conflict. Out of these, they are asking what is the main characteristic of the triggering phase. The options are A, it involves the exploration of options to resolve conflicts. It signifies the phase when conflicts have already begun. It is the stage when individuals reconcile and compromise. It represents the initial phase that sparks conflicts, or it emphasizes the identification of conflict causing factors. So actually the right answer here is option D. It represents the initial phase that sparks conflict. Triggering phase वो phase होता है जहाँ पे conflicts are actually initiated, and it refers to the event or the accident that actually triggers the conflict between individuals. So this event acts as a catalyst for the conflict to start. So sparks, किस वजह से conflict start हो रहा है, वो event, that is known as the triggering phase. इसके अलावा जो बाकी phases है, there are 5 stages that exist in a conflict. First stage is the prelude phase. The prelude phase मतलब कि यहाँ पे जो भी factors हैं that could actually cause a conflict among individuals, lack of coordination, differences in interest, dissimilarity, ये सारी चीजें आ सकती हैं in the prelude phase. Then triggering phase we have already discussed. ये क्या होते हैं, वो events होते हैं जो trigger कर सकते हैं conflict को. Then we have the third stage, that is the initiation. The initiation phase. Here it is the phase where the conflict has already begun. एंड यहाँ पे क्या होता है, यहाँ पे heated arguments हो सकते हैं, abuses हो सकते हैं, verbal disagreements हो सकते हैं. Then we have the fourth phase, which is the differentiation phase. The differentiation phase that involves individuals when they voice out their differences against each other. और यहाँ पे जो reasons हैं, these reasons are raised and actually identified in this phase. And finally, we have the fifth phase, where when a conflict it leads to nowhere, and as such individuals must try to reconcile and compromise. So this is known as the resolution phase. So representation of the initial phase that sparks conflict. This is the triggering phase, which is the second phase. So the right answer is D. Next. The next question is which situations commonly involve conflict negotiation? This is from the topic negotiation. And हम लोग कहाँ पे negotiation को use कर सकते हैं? Given statements are conflicts between employees regarding responsibility or work quality, negotiating a higher salary for a new employee, resolving a dispute by exerting power and authority over the opposing party, addressing concerns of dissatisfied customers in a business, or collaborative disagreements on resource utilization or client requests. So यहाँ पे actually the right answer is C, that is 1, 2, 4 and 5. Resolving a dispute by exerting power, ये negotiation में नहीं होता, ये negotiation में हम involve नहीं कर सकते हैं. When there are conflicts between the employees, then negotiation can be involved. Compensation related problems, so अगर compensation से related कोई भी disagreement है, so वहां पे negotiation work कर सकता है. उसके अलावा अगर disputes हैं between the business and the public, their negotiation can be worked. And disagreements ड्यूरिंग कोलैबोरेशन, मतलब जहां पे भी रिसोर्स को यूटिलाइज करना है, क्लाइंट रिक्वेस्ट है, वहां पे अगर कोलैबोरेटिव डिसएग्रीमेंट है तो भी नेगोशिएशन ये इन्वॉल्व हो सकता है. इट कैन बी इन्वॉल्व टू रिजॉल्व द conflict. So the right answer is 3, 1, 2, 4 and 5. Next, what is the significance of determining the best alternative to negotiated agreement, BATNA, in conflict resolution? So ये conflict resolution की एक टेक्निक है, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. यहाँ पे उसके क्या benefits या significance है? Given statements are, it helps in achieving a win-win situation for both the parties. It determines the final outcome of the negotiation. It promotes compromise and reduces conflict, or it ensures the negotiation skills are sufficient to resolve conflicts effectively. So accordingly, अगर हम लोग देखें best alternative, so it provides a win-win situation for both the parties. This is right. It determines the final outcome. So final outcome actually यहाँ पे नहीं मिलता है, मतलब कि by knowing the best alternative to negotiated agreement, the negotiators, they can access the value of an agreement, that has been signed between the two parties, and then they can make informed decision. Informed decision can be made accordingly. However, the determination of this alternative does not solely determine the final outcome. ये final outcome नहीं बताता है, ये केवल help करता है कि हम लोग final outcome को decide कर सके. So 2 can be cancelled out. Then it promotes compromise and reduces conflict. Yes, it actually provides insights into the potential alternatives and encourages finding a mutually acceptable situation. So mutually acceptable situation, it will promote conflict. This is also right. And it ensures that negotiation skills are sufficient to resolve conflicts effectively. ये ensure वो नहीं करता. It does not directly indicate the sufficiency of negotiation skills to resolve conflicts effectively. So this is also wrong. The right statements are 1 and 3. So C, 1 and 3 is the right answer. That is best alternative to negotiated agreement. It helps in achieving a win-win situation for both the parties and promotes compromise and reduces conflict. The right answer is C. The next question is which of the following statements about task conflict is true? तो हमने देखा है कि जो conflict होता है it can be divided into 3 types: task related, relationship related as well as value related. तो task related conflict के लिए क्या statements सही हैं? Given statements are: task conflict is the most difficult type of conflict to resolve. Task conflict can lead to productive discussions within an organization. Task conflict is primarily caused by differences in personal values and beliefs. Resolving task conflict requires active listening and employee debate. Or task conflict can help streamline productivity channels. So इसमें अगर हम लोग देखें, so task conflict is the most difficult. No, it actually is the easiest to resolve. मतलब कि यहाँ पे यूजली एक्सीलेंट कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स, एम्प्लॉय डिबेट, ये सारी चीजें हेल्प कर सकते हैं फॉर फाइंडिंग अ रेमेडी टू द प्रॉब्लम. सो दिस कैन बी कैंसल्ड आउट. देन टास्क कन्फ्लिक्ट कैन लीड टू प्रोडक्टिव डिस्कशन. नाउ दिस इज राइट. क्योंकि टास्क रिलेटेड में अगर कोई ऐसे इश्यूज आ रहे हैं जिसमें कोई स्किल्स की कमी रिसोर्सेज से, ओपिनियन से या प्रोसीजर से या फिर पॉलिसीज से, तो यहाँ पे प्रॉपरली हम लोग अग्री कर सकते हैं थ्रू डिस्कशंस, एंड देन दिस कुड लीड टू प्रोडक्टिव डिस्कशंस, जिससे कि ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग के थ्रू बेटर आइडियाज भी मिल सकते हैं. देन थर्ड, टास्क conflict is primarily caused by differences in personal values and beliefs. पर्सनल वैल्यूज से रिलेटेड टू वैल्यू रिलेटेड conflict होते हैं, so this is cancelled. Resolving task conflict requires active listening and employee debate. हाँ, excellent communication skills और employee debate के through task conflict को resolve किया जा सकता है. This is also right. Then task conflict can help streamline productivity channels. मतलब पार्टीज जब साथ में बैठ के डिस्कस कर रहे हैं तो वो बेटर तरीके से solutions को फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. सो प्रोडक्टिविटी चैनल्स भी इंप्रूव होते हैं. दिस इज ऑल्सो राइट. सो द राइट आंसर इज 1 and 3 is cancelled out. So 2, 4 and 5. 2, 4 and 5 is option D. तो जो टास्क रिलेटेड कंफ्लिक्ट होता है, इट इज बेस्ड ऑन दी वर्क डिटेल्स एंड द गोल्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ये कॉन्क्रीट इश्यूज से रिलेटेड है, जो एम्प्लॉयज की ड्यूटीज, एक्सपेक्टेशंस इससे अराइज होते हैं. इट ऑल्सो इंक्लूड्स द assignments that have been allotted to the employees and the disputes about sharing of resources, differences in opinions, procedures, policies, even interpretation of facts. अगर communication problem है तो वहां पे भी task related conflicts arise हो सकते हैं. So this is the easiest type of conflict. इसको usually excellent communication, employee debate के through उसको solve कर सकते हैं. It requires active listening and it can also lead to good discussions within the organization that can help to streamline productivity channels. So the right answer is 2, 4 and 5. Next. The next question is, what are the key steps involved in resolving conflict? Conflict resolution के key steps क्या हैं? Statements are avoiding conflict at all costs, listening to each other, engaging in open and clear communication, resolving the conflict through compromise or negotiation, or ignoring the conflict and hoping it will all go away. So out of these, avoiding conflicts at all cost, avoid करने से conflict और ज़्यादा increase हो सकते हैं, situation और ज़्यादा worsen हो सकती है. So this will be cancelled out. Then listening to each other is a healthy approach. This is right. Engaging in open and clear communication, this is also a healthy approach. ये भी ठीक है. Resolving the conflict through compromise and negotiation, finding a middle path, this can be. And then ignoring the conflict and hoping it will all go away. This will also lead to worsening of the situation. So the right answer will be 2, 3 and 4. That is C. Option C is 2, 3 and 4. Matlab, listening to each other. This is an important step in resolving conflict. By actively listening to each other's perspectives and concerns, the individuals can gain better understanding of the situation. Then after that, engaging in open and clear communication. It is also essential for conflict resolution. It involves expressing one's own opinions as well as actively listening and trying to understand the other person's point of view. Then we have the resolving of the conflict through compromise. If the both of parties that are involved in the conflict, they both get a satisfying solution, कोई ऐसा solution जो दोनों को एक certain level पे satisfy कर सके, so that will lead to better conflict resolution. Now overall, resolving conflict involves active listening, open communication, and a willingness to find a compromise or negotiable solution that meets the need of all the parties involved. So these are the steps that are involved in a successful resolution of conflict. So C is the right answer. With this, we have come to the end of today's session. We have discussed the chapter 15 and the topics that are related to it. How conflict resolution can be done, management, negotiation, all the steps involved, and the different types of conflicts. These are very important topics. Now, you have to see what all topics you lag in. You need to revise those topics again. Also, solve more MCQs and mock tests that are available on the app. See the videos that are available, and then you'll be able to complete your revision in the most efficient manner. Moreover, other videos of the chapters of module A and B have been uploaded on the YouTube channel of My Online Prep. If you haven't yet seen them, go see those videos. Also subscribe to the channel so that you do not miss any video. These videos are for your benefit. It will help you complete your revision in the limited time period. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then we'll meet again in the next session. Till then, keep learning with us. All the best and thank you.